Did you know that calcium, the mineral most people trust for strong bones, can actually do more harm than good if taken the wrong way? Yes, it sounds shocking, but it's true. If you're over 50 and you take calcium without knowing these 5 common mistakes, you might be weakening your bones, not strengthening them. Worse, you could be hurting your kidneys, your heart, and your whole body. You may think you're doing the right thing, but your calcium routine could be quietly working against you. In fact, research from the Journal of the American Heart Association has warned about the risks of calcium supplements, especially if they're not taken properly. But don't panic. There's good news too. Once you know these mistakes, you can fix them easily, and you'll start building real bone strength, the safe and natural way. Let's go through these 5 mistakes one by one and learn how to avoid them. The first mistake is a big one: taking calcium without vitamin D. Your body cannot absorb calcium properly unless it has enough vitamin D. Without vitamin D, the calcium just floats around in your bloodstream. It doesn't reach your bones. It gets stuck in the wrong places. It may settle in your arteries or your kidneys. That can cause dangerous problems like kidney stones or hardening of the arteries, also called calcification. Think of vitamin D as a helper or guide. It tells calcium where to go. Without it, calcium is lost. It doesn't work right. Many people over 50 are low in vitamin D without even knowing it. You may not get enough sun. You may not eat vitamin D-rich foods like salmon or eggs. That's why taking calcium without checking your vitamin D level is risky. So, what should you do? Get your vitamin D checked. Aim for at least 600 to 800 IU daily. If you don't get enough from the sun or food, take a supplement. It's simple. The second mistake is taking too much calcium at once. More isn't better. Your body can only absorb about 500 to 600 milligrams of calcium at a time. If you take a big pill with 1,000 or 1,200 mg all at once, your body can't use it all. The extra calcium stays in your gut. It may cause gas, bloating, or constipation. Or worse, it may enter your bloodstream and settle in your kidneys or arteries. That increases the risk of kidney stones or artery problems. So, here's the fix. Don't take more than 500 to 600 mg of calcium in one dose. Split your daily intake into 2 or 3 smaller portions. Take one in the morning. Take another in the evening. Your bones will absorb it better. And your body will stay safe. This small change can prevent big problems. The third mistake is depending only on calcium supplements, not real food. Calcium from food is safer and works better. Food gives you other nutrients too, like magnesium, phosphorus, and protein. These help your body absorb and use calcium more effectively. Studies show that calcium from food doesn't carry the same risks as supplements. So, don't rely on pills alone. Eat more calcium-rich foods. Drink milk or eat yogurt. Add leafy greens like kale or spinach. Snack on almonds or chia seeds. Try canned salmon or sardines. Yes, the ones with soft bones inside. Even tofu, white beans, and broccoli are good sources. Try to get at least half of your calcium from food. Use supplements only to fill the gaps, not to replace your meals. Mistake number 4 is not drinking enough water. You might think calcium has nothing to do with water, but it does. Calcium is filtered by your kidneys. If you don't drink enough water, that calcium can build up in your kidneys. It forms crystals, and those crystals become kidney stones. Kidney stones are painful and dangerous. Many people get them just because they didn't drink enough water while taking calcium. So what should you do? Drink 8 to 10 glasses of water every day, especially if you're taking calcium pills. If you live in a hot place or move around a lot, drink even more. And avoid too many sodas, especially cola. Colas contain phosphoric acid. That pulls calcium out of your bones and flushes it out of your body. Water is best. Plain and simple. Now for the 5th mistake. Taking calcium at the wrong time. Timing really matters. If you take calcium with certain other supplements or medicines, they may cancel each other out. For example, Calcium can block your body from absorbing iron, magnesium, or zinc. That means your multivitamin may not work as well. Also, if you take calcium right after a heavy dinner, your stomach may not absorb it properly. On the other hand, taking calcium before bed, especially after a light meal, might actually help your bones more. That's because your bones repair themselves at night. But it only works if your stomach isn't full of heavy food. So, here's what to do. Don't take calcium with your multivitamin. Separate them by at least 2 hours. Also, don't take it with iron pills or thyroid medications. Take calcium with a small meal, preferably breakfast or lunch with some healthy fat. Or take it before bed, but only if dinner was light. That way, your body can use the calcium better and avoid wasting it. Let's take a moment to review. These 5 mistakes may sound small, but they can lead to big problems if you're not careful. First, don't take calcium without vitamin D. Second, don't take more than 500 to 600 milligrams at once. Third, don't rely only on supplements. Eat calcium-rich foods too. Fourth, don't forget to drink water. Lots of it. And fifth, don't take calcium at the wrong time or with conflicting supplements. The truth is, calcium can be your friend or your enemy. It all depends on how you use it. If you make these mistakes, you could end up with weak bones, kidney stones, or even heart issues. But if you avoid these traps, calcium can do what it's supposed to. Make your bones stronger and keep you active and independent as you age. And here's the good news. You're already ahead of most people just by learning this. Many seniors take calcium without a second thought. They don't know what they're doing wrong. But you do now. Stay tuned for a bonus tip that could change everything. Your bones will thank you. Now that you know the 5 biggest calcium mistakes people make, let's focus on what you should do instead. Because here's the truth. Your bones are not doomed. Even if you've made every mistake we talked about, you can still fix it. That's right. Your body is smart. It can rebuild and recover if you give it the right tools. Strong bones are not just about calcium. They're about balance, a team effort. And if you're over 50, now is the perfect time to take control. Let's begin with something most people don't know. Calcium needs partners to work properly. Taking calcium alone is like trying to build a house with only bricks and no cement. You need other nutrients to hold it all together. The most important ones are magnesium, vitamin K2, collagen, and protein. Magnesium helps your body activate vitamin D. Without magnesium, vitamin D can't work. And if vitamin D can't work, then calcium won't be absorbed properly. Most people, especially older adults, are low in magnesium. That's a problem. So eat magnesium-rich foods like avocados, spinach, nuts, seeds, and whole grains. Or take a supplement with about 200 to 400 milligrams daily. Now, let's talk about vitamin K2. This is a powerful but often ignored nutrient. It tells calcium where to go. It pushes calcium into your bones and keeps it out of your arteries. That's key. Without vitamin K2, calcium can build up in the wrong places. Studies show that low vitamin K2 levels are linked to weak bones and heart disease. Foods like natto, a fermented soy food, cheese, and eggs are good sources. You can also get K2 in supplement form, often labeled as MK7. Aim for 90 to 120 micrograms daily. Next, collagen. Your bones are not just hard shells. They have a flexible structure inside. Collagen gives bones their strength and shock-absorbing ability. As we age, our collagen levels drop. This makes bones brittle. But adding collagen-rich foods or supplements can help. Bone broth is one of the best sources. It's easy to make at home with leftover chicken or beef bones. You can also buy ready-made bone broth or take a collagen peptide powder. This will help your body rebuild bone structure naturally. Don't forget about protein. Bones are made of 30% protein. Without enough protein, your bones can't stay strong, even with all the calcium in the world. Seniors especially need more protein, yet many don't get enough. Try to eat protein at every meal. Add lentils, beans, fish, eggs, tofu, or lean meats. Even a simple boiled egg or a spoonful of peanut butter counts. Every bite helps. Now let's talk about exercise. Calcium and good food won't work unless you move. Your bones respond to pressure. If you don't use them, they get weak. That's why weight-bearing exercises are so important. These are activities where your body works against gravity. Simple walking is great. Climbing stairs is even better. Dancing, light jogging, or doing household chores like sweeping or gardening all count. You don't need fancy equipment. You just need to move regularly. Resistance training is also important. This includes lifting weights or using resistance bands. These exercises not only build muscle but also stimulate your bones to grow stronger. And don't forget balance training. Falls are one of the biggest dangers for seniors. Practicing yoga or Tai Chi helps improve balance and coordination, lowering your risk of injury. A 2021 study published in the Journal of Bone and Mineral Research found that older adults who did weight-bearing exercises 3 times a week had significantly better bone density than those who didn't. So try to move your body at least 30 minutes a day. Even 10 minutes 3 times a day is a great start. It adds up. Here's something most people don't expect. Your gut health matters too. Yes, your digestive system plays a big role in how well you absorb calcium and other nutrients. If your gut is unhealthy, you may be losing calcium without even knowing it. That's why probiotics are important. These are the good bacteria that live in your intestines. They help you break down food and absorb minerals better. You can get probiotics from foods like yogurt with live cultures, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, or miso. You can also take a probiotic supplement. Look for one that contains at least 10 billion CFUs and a mix of strains like lactobacillus and bifidobacterium. But don't stop there. Feed those good bacteria with prebiotic fiber. This includes foods like oats, garlic, onions, bananas, and asparagus. A healthy gut is like healthy soil for a garden. It helps everything grow, including your bones. Now, let's talk about something just as important: timing. You already learned that calcium should not be taken with iron or multivitamins, but there's more. Some medications interfere with calcium too. For example, thyroid meds like levothyroxine, iron pills, and certain antibiotics can all block or be blocked by calcium. If you take these, make sure to space them at least 2 to 4 hours apart from your calcium supplement. Talk to your doctor or pharmacist if you're not sure. It's always better to be safe. Also, if you're on blood thinners like warfarin, you should be cautious with vitamin K2. You may still need it, but the dose should be monitored by your doctor. Don't guess. Ask first. Another important step is tracking your total calcium intake. Many people don't realize they're getting more calcium than they think. For example, 1 cup of milk has about 300 milligrams. A slice of cheese has 200 milligrams. A cup of yogurt gives you 250 milligrams. If you eat all that and then take a 1,000 milligram supplement, you've gone way over the safe limit. Too much calcium increases the risk of kidney stones and heart problems. For adults over 50, the recommended daily intake is around 1,200 milligrams total, from food and supplements combined. So keep a simple log for 1 week. Write down what you eat and how much calcium is in it. You'll be surprised how fast it adds up. If you're already close to the limit through food, you may not need a supplement at all. Or you may only need a small one, maybe 250 to 500 milligrams. It's better to be smart and safe than to overdose on something that's supposed to help you. Now, here's a bonus tip most people don't know. Some everyday habits can block calcium from working, even if you're doing everything else right. Let's start with caffeine. Too much caffeine can make your body lose calcium through urine. Try to limit coffee to 1 or 2 cups a day. The same goes for strong tea and energy drinks. Next, watch your salt. A high-salt diet pulls calcium out of your bones and sends it out through your kidneys. Avoid processed foods, salty snacks, and fast food. Cook at home when you can, and use herbs and spices for flavor instead of salt. Alcohol is another one. Drinking too much affects how your body uses vitamin D and calcium. It also increases the risk of falling. If you drink, do it in moderation. 1 drink a day is the max for women, and 2 for men. Less is better. Smoking is also harmful. It weakens your bones over time. If you smoke, make a plan to quit. It's never too late. Finally, let's bring it all together. If you want strong bones, don't just take calcium and hope for the best. Follow a full plan. Here it is. First, avoid the 5 major mistakes we talked about in part 1. That means don't take calcium without vitamin D. Don't take too much at once. Don't rely only on pills. Don't forget to drink water. And don't take it at the wrong time. Second, pair calcium with the right nutrients: magnesium, vitamin K2, collagen, and protein. Eat foods rich in these, or take supplements if needed. Third, move your body. Walk, lift light weights, do yoga or Tai Chi. Exercise signals your bones to stay strong. Fourth, support your gut. Use probiotics and prebiotics to improve calcium absorption. Fifth, time your calcium intake wisely. Avoid mixing it with conflicting medicines or vitamins. And finally, check your total intake. Don't overdo it. Get most of your calcium from food. Use supplements only if your diet is low. By following these simple steps, you can protect your bones for life. You can stay active, independent, and strong, even into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. Remember, it's not about taking more pills. It's about taking the right steps. Calcium can help you, but only if you use it smartly. You have the power to build better bones. Every small change you make today can lead to a stronger, healthier tomorrow. If you found this information helpful, share it with your friends and loved ones, especially those over 50. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next video. Because your health is your freedom, and we're here to help you keep it.